Today we are doing the obstacle course in hand as well as ridden in just a moment, and we've created a great course. You can see that here. We've got the trees with a little jump. We've actually got a water jump just over there, and we have the parachutes with a little horse covered in a parachute. We have the poles. It's very varied today, and what we're doing is changing the myth that you can't get off of your horse when riding them, and that it's unsafe to get on the ground, or you're teaching them that you're getting off. In fact, we're going to start with the obstacle course in hand, and then we're going to get everybody comfortable with, for example, the streamers over here, walking under, through, over, before we get in the saddle. So this piece is our special piece, and specially designed by Lauren, Lorraine and Brack, and we have all the little dummy bodies there to create a spongy surface for the horses to go over. We've had great success with this piece, which is allowing the horses to go through it with the noodles touching their sides, and you get a close-up of our very varied obstacle course. Turn, and she avoided it beautifully. Dan's trying to eat them rather than explore them. So this is our spongy surface. A lot of horses don't like spongy surfaces, their feet aren't secure, and so it's a great obstacle, be it a mattress or in this case the jeans bottoms that are filled, and we've used that to help create the spongy surface from Halloween. And then you can see his face, his ears, that he's happy, and he wasn't quite able to stop, was he? So this is where we encourage the forward motion. If he can stop, he will. If he doesn't, it will be because he doesn't feel comfy yet. And so what you can do is create the forward motion through there a number of times, and the time you know he can stop, ask him to stop. And then you know you've done a good job. And he'll give you that as soon as he feels he's capable of. See, now you've got his nose way better. Now he's getting a little playful. It's another sign that he's actually comfortable. There he walked through with his head down, eye soft, ears were a little bit back there listening to the hind feet, but still not able to pause. It's a nice gentle step up and a request for him to slow down, as he just didn't like the dummy round his hind feet. So to support our horses with the backing, what we do is walk them over something like a parachute, left and right. We put them in the middle of the parachute, begin to back them up, and then we would have 2 feet on, 2 feet off to back them up, so it is easier and easier. Any resistance that we find, we look to be resistance free and make it easier for them and have a lot of enjoyment. You see it, and here we have her with the head drop and her feet, so the hind feet she still picks up a little bit, but she's way more comfortable. See, now that's nice, she's exploring it. So the first time her feet were up, second time her feet were more relaxed, third time she's exploring. That's good. That's a really good thing. So she's not concerned. If she was too scared, she'd be curious, but she'd blow away. She's curious enough, exploring, and then when you feel the time's right, you would say, come join me, let's follow. And that's perfect, and we do let them check it out. And so she's exploring with her nose through smell and touch, and that's what you'd want to do this afternoon, maybe under saddle, and realize she's going to want a little bit of her head to be able to explore. Nice, look at that, he's negotiating each one. If he comes all the way through beautifully, reminds me of the movies with the laser beams that you're not allowed to touch, except that first she's failing and touching them all. But here's the extreme example where he's got his head through and he's concerned about the shoulders. Then he's trying to figure out if the noodles will move for him. Then she can play, and then your aim will be to keep the nose straight, but that it's not going to go on you. So you've got to keep her nose straight, that you know she's going to follow the nose and enjoy it and encourage the forward motion, and preferably through the water. So when she gets distracted up there, you want to bring her nose back there, bring her forward again. So bring her forward again, put a little bit of pressure on there. Keep her nose straight. Sit. Sit, keep her nose straight so that she has to try the water. And then you want to also adjust that. Perfect. And we've been shaping to get Steely comfortable with it, from touching it, to drinking, to playing, to walking through. And we're going to look for a little bit of contact on the rein, not too much. So we are not looking to pull that nose towards us. We're not looking to overbend. We want the horses to find their own bend. In the same vein, I want you at least to feel what's going on with your horse, so you're going to have a degree of contact. If you haven't done that and you've ridden West in the past, just grab Brack, grab me, and I will show you how to hold the reins and go from there. We're also looking, in this case, we've got the English saddle on, so you're going to see the position that we're taking. We're going to take the position of your heel going to your hip, and then to the elbow, and sitting a little bit deep. So we're still going to sit deep as we would any other time, and we're looking for the shoulders to be straight, etc. I am not looking at the equitation part today particularly. We are focusing on the behavior of the horse, and we're focusing on how you take the reach-out to horses methods into the saddle. That will mean the principles that you've learned, how you take them into the saddle to introduce the horses to the obstacles. You might be thinking, what would be a principle? It may be that less is more. It might be that you're asking for the nose to be straight, if the horse will follow, that you have a degree of contact on the horse's side, but certainly you are not moving your legs 1, 2 in the horse's rhythm. We don't want any of that, because that's constant stimulus. We're looking for you to sit quiet in the seat, ask for the forward motion, certainly feel them, but as they're going forward, be quiet with your leg, and certainly be quiet with your hands. So what will happen is we'll pack them up, we'll have 3 or 4 horses in here at the same time, and you'll all get a little bit of guidance how to support your horse through this obstacle course, and so that we don't have any behavioural issues. The plan will be to keep it at a walk, maybe go up to a trot, and it's about for the good of the horse always, and if they've completed the course, we would have completed our task. Direction we're going, and then fight. I'm going to do the same thing. Just set them up, slow them down, praise them for looking, set them up for success. Alright, and come on through. Same thing. That was nice. And the reason you repeat that then will be to get that repetition of smoothness, so you actually start with a little, there, look at that. How beautiful that was. Well done. I did. I think I'm as big as you. So the first thing you just go there, and then walk away. Go up to it, walk away. So it'll be a new move. over the obstacle. So consider incorporating different aspects into this feat as you do on the ground.
No, actually, she came right to me in the pan. She put her nose right in the halter. She wanted to be here, and he said the only problem was back there, and if I stayed loose, it'd be fine. And
we're good. Hey, Steely's doing fabulously.